planning on saving us.
Saving
in
us?
Chapter 5.
Okay.
To begin with, there's an intriguing note from Chapter 4 that contains a poem.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
Unfelted
through that, so
feet
this is
and with
probably
bated
like a
breath,
bunch of
sleep
leaks
draws
for
ever
me,
near.
and I'm
Over
probably
paths turning clear, but
not supposed to watch
afraid
this.
of death
I don't think I'm
that we
supposed to
have
watch
already
this
met.
yet, but
This
yeah, I'll watch
mysterious
it. I'll watch
message
it.
was first discovered in Chapter 4's ARG and appears to be referencing Huggy Wuggy himself. The bated breath
Yeah, that
in
was a
question
scary
could
chasey
imply that Huggy
scene
is
right
waiting
there. That
for
was
the
a
right
scary
moment,
scene.
possibly
I never looked
seeking
back.
justice
I
for
did
what
not
we
look
did to
back
him.
not
Or
once.
maybe he's desperate to get to the player for an entirely different reason. Of course, considering his past behavior, it would be easy to assume that he still has a habit of devouring people.
He tried to kill us. He killed us. When he caught us, he killed us. In Chapter 1, he killed us when he caught us.
Chapter 5
So
includes yet
I don't think he's
another
being
classic
friendly at
Huggy
all.
chase scene where we are forced to run for our
or
life
trying to
from the
help
Blue
us
Beast.
or
But
save us.
instead of
But
it
okay,
ending with
I'm
him
gonna hear
finally
you out,
claiming
man.
his revenge, what if it takes an unexpected turn? Imagine he accidentally saves us in the long run.
Accidentally?
Perhaps lunging towards
By
us
trying to
at full
kill us?
speed only for something to
How?
get in his way.
Explain.
Like maybe a falling rock, for instance. If not for Huggy's interference, it would have landed on us instead. Plus, this would be a neat callback to when the storage box fell on him back in Chapter 1. A nice little bit of fan service. In the end, Huggy may end up dying once and for all, blinded by his
Wow.
anger toward the player, making the poem's mention of not fearing death all the more fitting, if it is referring to him, that is.
So he's
Now,
just gonna kill
while this
us
theory
over
is
and over
compelling, there
until
isn't
he
enough
saves
concrete
us?
evidence
How
to fully
does that
support
make
it.
any
So,
sense?
let's start
How does it
fresh
make any
and
sense?
Take a closer look
He
at
kills
more
us to
pieces of the
save
puzzle
us.
to arrive at a deeper
Huh?
and much more probable conclusion. Of course, we can't forget that Huggy Wuggy relentlessly stalked us throughout the events
Yeah,
of
the
Chapter
whole
1,
Chapter
only to
1, he
finally
stalked
ambush
us.
in an
The
attempt to
whole
maul us to
chapter.
pieces, but technically, a
Just to
significant
eat
amount
us.
of time
So
has
how
passed
is he trying to
since then.
save me?
Probably a good few hours before he appears again in the lab entrance in Chapter 4. What if, in that time, something changed within Huggy Wuggy?
Oh,
What if
he
his
had a change of
motivations had
heart?
shifted? Now,
That's
I know
nice.
what
I
you're
like
thinking.
that.
There's
Change of
clear
heart.
anger
He became a
being
good
shown from him
person.
at the end of
Is he a
Chapter
person
4,
at all, or just a
pounding against
monster?
the door as if he was
But he
trying
became a
to
good
break
person.
through and finish us off for good.
If I were you, I'd start running.
Wait, does he chase us? Or
But what if that rage
can't
was
get
nothing more
out?
than
Okay,
an
he can't get
act?
out.
What if Huggy was being watched, forced to display aggression under the control of the prototype? We already know that this powerful entity
Wow,
possesses
so
the
he killed
ability to
Catnap
telepathically
too?
manipulate other toys. In fact, it's entirely possible that
How
the
is he able to
prototype was the
reach
one who
those
influenced
toys
Huggy to
within the
escape
whole
factory
warehouse?
back when it was
That's
still
pretty creepy.
operational, using him as a pawn in an attempt to rebel against the company. Now, while the
Oh.
doctor states in the first story
So he got out
far
the
video
warehouse?
on Mob Entertainment's YouTube
Or is
that
that
Huggy's
in the warehouse
initial
still?
hostility was merely
I'm
a result
confused,
of his
man. I'm
role as a
confused.
security
I'm
guard,
completely confused
there
by
might
this.
be far more to the story than we've been led to believe.
Our intruder stirred one of the factory's security measures, and he performed exactly as he
who
was designed.
who is that speaking? Is that Leaf? I've heard of a Leaf.
This may not have been the actual reason for Huggy's violent display. The true reason could have very well been that he was simply following the prototype's orders to avoid
But aren't they
suffering
all
a worse
violent
fate
though? So I
himself.
don't think Huggy
This
should be the
pattern is
only
not
one being
unfamiliar,
called
as we've
violent.
seen the
They're
prototype
all
manipulate
violent.
others before,
They're
such
all
as
trying to
Catnap,
kill
who was
me.
ultimately
They're all
turned into a
violent,
loyal
so
guardian. If this is true, then Chapter 5
I guess
could
he's
start
the
with a
one with the
shocking
change of heart.
twist.
I don't
Huggy
know.
Wuggy might actually assist us. After all, he might have come to understand that we only acted in self-defense back in Chapter 1, and with a much greater threat looming
I
over
don't
think
think
factory,
he's gonna.
petty
I don't
revenge
think he's
would
gonna
no
think about
longer
that.
be a
He's just gonna try to
priority.
eat us
For
again.
additional proof, let's
Because I
consider
think
the
he's
game's
gone.
design.
He's gone
It wouldn't
mentally.
make much sense
He's
for a
just
new
he's a
chapter to
monster
kick off with a
all the
chase
way.
sequence if there are no
So he's just gonna
immediate
try to
exits
kill us
available,
again. So I don't
especially
think he
given
is
how
our
Chapter 4
friend in
concluded
Chapter
with us
5
being
coming
locked
up.
in a room
He's just
with
gonna eat
seemingly
us.
no way
Maybe.
out. This further implies that Huggy might
I
not
don't
be an
know.
immediate threat in Chapter 5.
Oh no, he
fact,
is an
rather than
immediate
being
threat.
our enemy right
Because that's
away,
what he's trying to
there's
do.
a
Look at
chance
him.
he
He's
could
trying to eat
actually
us.
assist us
How
in
is he
escaping
friendly?
instead.
He is trying
But why
to
would
eat
Huggy
us.
turn against the prototype in the first place? Especially if we assume that he was
That
under
makes
the
no
prototype's
sense.
command in the first chapter. Well, one possible answer lies in the events of Chapter 3 when Kissy Missy was ambushed.
We're coming! Just hold
What's going on? Oh, I have to get to Chapter 3 now. I shouldn't be seeing this because If I see this,
Kissy is
then I'm
Huggy's
seeing
spouse,
chapter
as
3 before I
confirmed
even
in the
play it.
orientation book.
So,
He definitely
but you know,
would
you
not
have to
be
get the
pleased with
info out.
prototype
You have to
if
get
he
the
was one
lore before you
responsible for
do
harming
play the
Huggy's
game.
partner, which
So yeah,
most
so
certainly is a
but
possibility.
yeah, I do have
or
to get
it
chapter
may not
3
even be
done
that deep,
before
and
I
Huggy
watch
could just
stuff like
simply be
this.
enraged by the
But I
fact
just couldn't
that
help
following
myself.
the prototype's orders
And I have to
ultimately
pay
led
for
to his
chapter
own
3, man.
suffering.
Like, I have no
We all
money.
saw how much blood he lost during
I
his
have
brutal
no money,
fall,
bro.
and he appears visibly injured when we see him again in chapter 4. So, if all
But
this
is that the
does
same
lead to
one?
Huggy joining forces with
I don't
us,
think that's the
it's
same
almost
one, though.
certain that the prototype
But
won't
I
let
could
it
just-
slide. This
That's
could
me.
lead to an emotional moment where, after
Who is
spending much
that?
of chapter 5 navigating through the halls
Who
of
is
Playtime
that?
Co. alongside Huggy, the prototype intervenes,
Who's
ruthlessly killing
controlling
him and
all of
dragging
these
his
monsters?
corpse
Because
away.
it seems
And
as
you'd think a
if
moment
either
like
they
this
don't
would be
have
fairly
any
overdue, as
control,
nearly every
and they're just
previous
trying to kill,
antagonist has met
or
a similarly gruesome
someone's
fate.
telling them to kill
However,
us.
we would still need to take a step back and answer a crucial question. What would Huggy's motivation be for helping us in particular?
Right.
One possibility
He
is
can't
that
leave
saw
the
us
warehouse.
planting
He does not
explosives during
want to
chapter
leave.
4 as part of Poppy's plan
So-
to destroy the prototype. Given Huggy's stalker-like tendencies, it's not unlikely that he's been observing our actions
Yeah, that
this
boy
whole
weird.
time, just like the
Gotta
doctor
watch out
when
for
you
him.
think about it. Another possibility is that Kissy Missy already filled him in with everything he needs to know. She could have met up with him shortly after her attack and explained the situation, letting him know that the player character
held
can
him?
be trusted, utilizing whatever type of method mute toys like themselves use to communicate.
Okay.
Perhaps we'll reunite with
I mean,
Kissy
they
in
are
chapter
from the
5, with
same
Huggy
family,
already
right? They
being
look
by our
exactly
side. The
alike,
dynamic
just
between
different
these
color.
two could even play a role in gameplay. We might end up needing their help to solve certain puzzles, and if Chapter 5 is the final installment, Huggy Wuggy may meet his ultimate fate by sacrificing himself to ensure we succeed in
So
taking
it
down
all
the
comes back
prototype.
into
This idea may
one.
sound
So he
crazy,
was
but
trying
let's
to
not
eat
forget,
us
Huggy
in
was
chapter
once
1,
completely
and now
obedient
he's
to the
trying to
Playtime
save us in the
co-scientists.
last chapter. That makes sense.
Wuggy
I can see the
remains a
storyline
possible
adding up
outcome
like
due
that.
to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience. End of log.
This proves
So he
that Huggy isn't
listens.
just a mindless monster driven by pure aggression. He's capable of following instructions, meaning he's also capable
A
of
change.
Now,
So if
some
his
may
friends
argue
with
that
Missy,
Huggy
I'm
won't
sure
be in chapter
he's
5
gonna
at
listen to
all,
her.
pointing out that
Because
we
the
saw
other guy,
hallucinogenic
he's probably not a nice
smoke
guy.
fill the room
Because he
just
he
before
held
chapter
them
4's
locked up
conclusion.
inside of that place,
However, that smoke
right there.
only
So
started
I think he
emerging
might
after
not
Huggy was
like the
already
other
seen
dude, so he
outside the
might
door,
end up
so
helping
that argument
us.
doesn't quite
That
hold
is
up.
true. I can
Whether
see
or
that
not
happening.
These theories turn out to be correct, though, one thing is certain. After countless teases and even a hallucination form, Huggy Wuggy is back, watching and waiting patiently for his turn at a warm welcome. Let
He's
me know
waiting
how
on
you
me?
think Huggy will appear in chapter
Well, he's probably
5
never gonna
down
get
in the
me.
comments. As always, thanks.
He's probably never gonna get me. Well, I mean, rumors are rumors, man. Would he help us in chapter 5? Is chapter 5 the last chapter for real? Because this game is kind of fun, so I don't think. And they're pretty small. It's like 3 hours long. Let's be real. So I'm sure chapter 6 is more likely to be the last one, but I don't know. But wow, yeah, he might actually end up helping us and sacrificing himself. Just to be like, I don't know, because he made some friends technically. Let's be real. If he was alone in chapter 1 and now he has like what he has Missy, he has the doll, which is Poppy. So like, yeah, he has friends now. So he's probably more likely to sacrifice himself because he's making friends. But I don't know. It's just me speculating. I'm just speculating based on what people are saying. But I guess this is the lore, and I'm just trying to catch up with this. I have to get through chapter 3, so let's hope. Well, if you enjoyed watching, leave a like. I'm out of here. Bye.